broadcasting across the nation from the East Coast to the West, keeping you up to date on technology while enjoying a little whiskey on the side, with leading-edge topics, along with special guests, to navigate technology in a segmented, stylized radio program. The information that will make you go, Pull up a seat, raise a glass with our hosts as we spend the next hour talking about technology for the common person. Welcome to TechTime Radio with Nathan Mumm.
Oh, welcome to Tech Time with Nathan Mumm, the show that makes you go, Technology news of the week, the show for the everyday person, talking about technology, broadcasting across the nation with insightful segments on subjects weeks ahead in the mainstream media. We welcome our radio audience of 35 million listeners to an hour of insightful technology news. I'm Nathan Mumm, your host and technologist. With over 30 years of technology expertise, our co-host Mike Roday is in studio, and he is the award-winning author and our human behavior expert. Now, we're live streaming during our show on 4 of the most popular platforms, including YouTube, Twitch.tv, Facebook, and LinkedIn. We encourage you to visit us online at techtimeradio.com and become a Patreon supporter at patreon.com/techtimeradio. We are friends from different backgrounds, but we bring the best technology show possible weekly for our family, friends, and fans to enjoy. We're glad to have Odie. Good afternoon and good evening. There we go. She's our producer at the control
Walter
panel today.
Cronkite.
Welcome, everyone. Let's start today's show.
Now on today's show.
All right, welcome to Tech Time Radio. Today on the show, we have our main segment with Gwen and our gadgets and gear. This is a gadget that Mike and I may have a different opinion on. We'll need to see you as the listener if you decide to side with Nathan or with Mike. And of course, we have tons of other subjects we're going to be talking about, including Mike's mesmerizing moment, our technology fail of the week, and a Nathan Nugget. And of course, our pick of the day, whiskey tasting, to see if our selected whiskey pick gets 0, 1, or 2 thumbs up at the end of the show. It looks like we're doing our playoffs with the whiskey today, so we'll have to see what we got.
Is that what this is?
Yeah, this is the whiskey. It's the top of the month, so we got our whiskey competition. There's only 2 here. I know. That's not enough for us to drink for our normal show, is it?
I don't know.
Okay. Well, everybody, welcome. Let's start with the top technology stories of the week.
Here are our top technology stories of the week.
All right, story number 1. Popular streaming services are shutting down all the time now, and Amazon prepares to pull the plug on Freevee. Have you heard of Freevee?
Yeah.
Okay, well, guess what? An exact end date is not announced, but the app is expected to stop working at the end of this month. Let's go to Lisa Walker with more on the story.
After years of offering the free streaming TV service, Freevee, through a standalone app, Amazon plans to shut down the service next month. Launched in 2019 under the Amazon-owned IMDb website, the app offers free ad-supported content, including TV shows, movies, original programming, and some Amazon Prime content. Out of 10 once-free streaming services, we now are down to 2.5, Pluto TV, Tubi, and Roku Channel if you have a Roku device. Back to you guys in the studio.
All right, we got to talk about this, all right?
Do we?
Well,
Do we really need to talk about it?
Yeah, we keep on talking about all. You remember there was a time when we did streaming services. There was a new one that would pop up every 2 or 3 months that was available. You didn't have to pay.
Everybody's figuring out how to screw the American public.
Wow. Well, okay. Well, Freevee will shut down at the end of this month. Amazon has confirmed it will discontinue the app at the end of August. However, the exact date still hasn't been said. When you go and actually log into the Freevee application, as I did, checking up on the story, it said it should happen at the end of this month. So they're kind of vague on when they're going to pull it. But
they're also vague on why they're pulling it.
They're saying that most of this content, will be now available on Amazon Prime without requiring a paid membership. So if you just have a standard Amazon Prime login, you're going to be able to get this still with the ads. Amazon announced that the shutdown aligns with Amazon's previous statement from last year that indicated plans to discontinue the service. Now, very interesting.
That seems rather redundant.
Was that?
That seems rather redundant.
So here we're at 2. So I have a Roku TV. So I get the Roku station. I get Tubi, and I forget what the other one was. What was the other app on that? Odie, did you remember?
Pluto.
Pluto.
And another thing that you're forgetting
Yeah.
is Samsung also has their own free
Oh, they kind of do that. If you have a
Yeah.
Samsung device, you have your own free kind of. It's like the Roku. So
Yeah.
there's a couple of these now with your device that you have available. I myself go to these stations looking for the old 60s and 70s westerns, looking for the old My Two Dads, some of the old content that Matlock, some of these old things back in the day when they were on television have been free on these services. And I actually enjoy jumping on in, watching a Happy Days episode here, a little bit of a commercial. My real problem that I have now, though, is I pay for Netflix. I pay for Paramount Plus. I pay for Hulu. I pay for ESPN Extended. I pay for all these services. And guess what? I still have to watch commercials.
Mm-hmm.
So I am now paying.
That's because they all have premium services, right?
So they have premium
can
services.
Get more money from you.
Yes, in the $19 to $20 a month range. If I wanted most of these services, I wouldn't get a commercial. But I am cheap where I only want to pay the $9 or $14.
See, that's the problem with our American business acumen is they're going to keep digging you until you give them more money, and at some point they're going to overdo it and then lose customers.
Is that okay? It's just I really enjoyed having streaming services with a little bit of ad content, and the ad content on these services were never really the grade A commercials. They were kind of grade B and grade C commercials. So it was kind of, some of these were handmade, a little bit of a lower budget. And I kind of actually enjoyed watching the commercials that would be on here. They had like some Gallagher law office firm that would be on here a couple times, a couple other type of funny little ads.
Okay.
And now they're all gone.
I don't know what your problem is.
So those good, funny ads are gone. Now I'm back to the high-end commercial ads for stuff that I'm paying for. So I guess I'm just mad in general that these free services are going away.
Well, even with the free services, you had like 10 minutes of commercials.
A couple
at one time.
You know, you'd have it out of bulk. So that would be when you get up and went to the restroom. You ever remember back in the olden days when we had television and commercials? You'd get up, you'd go to the restroom, you grab whatever you needed to do, you get on back in about that minute and a half, 2 minute type of window, and everything was perfect, ready to go.
Yeah. Do you remember back in the olden days when we had to use a dial-a-rotor phone? And
yeah, well, those days are coming back. We talk about them on technology shows, right?
Everybody's trying to get back there. I don't know what the hell.
All right, here we go. All right, well, make me feel better with story number 2 here, Mike.
I don't know why you give me these.
What do you mean? You know why we give you these.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. So I guess they, did a study on robot personalities.
Okay.
And guess what?
What?
People really like extroverted robots, but they relate to the neurotic ones.
Okay. Okay. Well, explain more on that.
This is ridiculous.
Well,
all right. So, like C-3PO.
Yes. But do you consider him extrovert?
No,
or?
I hate C-3PO.
Oh, yeah, I know. He's like your worst, isn't it?
He is the worst.
What do you have against him?
He's a whiny bitch.
Wow. So
but it's weird because if you look at the original Star Wars, he was kind of like
a translator.
No.
What?
He was just a bit of a complainer.
Okay.
But as the movies went on, he developed this kind of high pitched whiny voice that I really can't relate to.
Okay.
But apparently C-3PO comes off as relatable to people.
Okay.
Okay. And yeah, I can understand that.
All right.
So while neurotic robots are a staple of science fiction, just think of C-3PO. Marvin in The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. Now, see, I like Marvin because Marvin was this total downer and was always complaining about everything.
All right.
So it's a different, but at least Marvin didn't have this high-pitched whiny voice.
Okay, the high-pitched whiny voice.
Yeah, they haven't really been a focus of research into how people react to their personalities, but one recent study found that a highly neurotic robot provoked some interesting responses.
Okay.
They found it to be more relatable. The experiment involved a human-shaped robot made of white plastic. People who were visiting a museum in Chicago were randomly invited to go into a room and interact with the robot, which was described as a restaurant greeter.
Okay.
Man, has Skynet really worked hard on these.
All right.
The bot and the person had to sit together and just answer some simple questions.
All right.
Like, the first one is, what are 3 things that you were grateful for? When the robot had been giving a highly extroverted personality, it spoke of being super grateful for the amazing people and it got to meet each day. The best part of its job was hands down meeting the folks. Okay, and I don't like this either.
Okay.
I'm not the guy that really likes people going around. Oh, I'm super grateful about everything. Even I just can't do. I just can't do it. So, So this study would have just not worked on me.
It would not have.
No. But when the robot was given a highly neurotic personality, it spoke more tentatively, peppering its answer with filler words like and it said it was grateful for having a job where it could keep things organized so it could stay focused and avoid unexpected issues.
All right.
The experiment also included a third version, which is commonly called the control version.
Yep.
With a more typical robot personality that was bland and flat. People generally didn't like that one.
Okay.
Overall, they rated the extroverted bot as the most enjoyable to interact with, but the neurotic was described as being surprisingly able to understand deep emotions. This is where I start having problems, of course.
Okay, deep emotions.
Yeah.
So I'm emotionally...
The robot does not understand deep emotions.
Okay.
But we
related to it?
We start relating to it. We start anthropomorphizing it, and then that's when we start giving it qualities that it doesn't have.
Okay.
One person remarked that the neurotic robot seemed like a person who was trying to get by in the world, while another commented, I think we both seem to make an effort to think about ourselves and do a lot of inner contemplation. Boy.
Okay. So so they were relating that the robot was having problems Okay.
I just can't. I don't understand.
All right.
We found a lot of joy and fun in seeing that personality, says Sarah Sebo, a computer science researcher at the University of Chicago, and one of the authors of the study. We felt there was a lot of novelty in trying to explore, like, what does it mean for a robot to express neuroticism? But at the same time, he thinks there was also a question of when this would actually be helpful. Focus on extroversion is understandable, given that robots are being sold to do skill-based tasks that require an appearance of positivity and confidence, like customer service, which, of course, has gone downhill since the 70s.
Okay. We're going back to the 70s.
Yeah.
This is a 70s retro show. Okay.
Yeah, there we go.
All right.
Neurotic traits such as anxiety, worry about performance, plus fear and sadness haven't been seen as useful. For example, imagine if your autonomous vehicle was neurotic. Yeah, that would be fun if your Tesla was going.
Your Tesla's going around.
And
I feel depressed and I'm going to slam on the brakes.
Yeah, doing a bunch of slowing down and
I wouldn't be opposed if I had like an electric car and it would just go around like R2-D2 just.
So you just want noises?
Yeah. I think that would be cute.
Would it? Okay.
Like me raging on the freeway, and instead of me like freaking out, my car is just going.
Well, see, R2-D2 was an angry robot.
Yeah, exactly.
That's Mike's favorite.
That's fine.
Mike likes the angry robot.
But the one that's going, why do we have to be in traffic right now?
Yeah, I hate that.
I just wish it wasn't so dark outside today.
Man, it's dark outside today.
Why are people so mean?
I feel so down. I don't know.
All right. Well, so what happens? How did this conclude? Do people want to pay money for a neurotic, or do they want to pay for a confident one?
I guess they just want the extroverted one.
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay. All right. Okay.
There is no people want to buy stuff.
Yeah, do you think there's a market out there for people that are wanting to talk to its Roomba? Yeah, would you want to talk to your
Yes,
Roomba?
Mike would.
In today's society, yes, there are plenty of people that want their Roomba to be able to chat with them while
Mike wants a conversation.
This is the same piece of carpet I've traveled over 5 different times. Why do you keep dropping crumbs right here? What's your problem?
Would you like that as a Roomba?
No,
would you kick
it's
that?
like my Alexa telling me stuff when I don't want her to tell me stuff.
Wait till we got a story about Alexa later in this episode today.
Like, shut up, Alexa.
There you
I
go.
don't want to talk to you right now.
Okay, we're going to talk about Alexa Plus later.
But yeah, I mean, this is not a surprise to me.
Yeah,
because we as people we're looking for relatableness, and if you have a robot that's showing neuroticism, then your own neuroticism is not as bad.
Okay, that kind of makes sense. I can see that.
Yeah.
All right.
So I guess we get to, in the future, we get to, cruise up to McDonald's and have a robot be like, "Hey, how you doing today? It's a super great day, and I'm super grateful for you to be here. You want a Big Mac?" No.
But then your neurotic car
I
will
wanna
respond.
Shoot myself in the face.
Your neurotic car will be
while your neurotic car is going, "Why are we at McDonald's? This place sucks."
All right. Okay. Well, guess what? If you're building a robot comedian, I bet you a little.
I don't know.
A little of the comedy,
maybe
a little bit of personality would be better.
Sure. Yeah. Let's
Okay.
just chat GPT that up the
Up the
wazoo.
chain. All right.
Yeah.
Story number 3. Instagram no longer allows public accounts to go live if they have less than 1,000 followers. That's kind of a big deal. Instagram during COVID.
How do you get your followers if you if you can't go live?
So the whole
how do you
idea
do
of
that?
Instagram was to have like small private groups of like 20, 30 people where you could all talk to each other. You could go live and you can share stuff. Now,
Okay.
Instagram requires you to have 1,000 followers.
So that's the same realm of TikTok because TikTok also has that same.
It does. Now, TikTok
Oh,
now
yeah,
TikTok
let's
was
see that.
built with that 1,000.
Yeah.
So Instagram
So this is
was
that's
not.
gonna ruin so many
This
like
is-
parties.
Yes,
This is
the
just
whole idea of
Instagram-
Instagram
this
parties
is
where you have
Group
like 20 people in and you're all talking about stuff. Well, users have been reported over the last few days that their accounts now aren't eligible for live broadcasts.
That's BS.
On the app, we changed the requirements to use this feature, Meta said. Reads a notice that pops up when people try to host a live stream broadcast to their followers. Only public accounts, so you can't do it private anymore. Only public accounts with 1,000 followers or more will be able to create live videos. Meta has confirmed the new eligibility requirement on many publications. The company told us that it started implementing the new rule in order to ensure that it's providing the best experience for its creators that host live
Nah.
broadcasts.
Is that really why?
And it's
No.
driving
Is
improvements.
that really why, or is that like Instagram or Meta going, "We should be more like TikTok because they're
That-
kicking our butts"?
Probably that.
But I don't know. I
Gwen
I don't
says,
know if you-
Gwen, who's on the chat, says it's all about the money.
Well, yeah, we all
that's,
know
that's,
that.
That's true.
We all know that. But I don't think if you want to live stream to 3 people, I don't know why you shouldn't be able to.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was the whole idea, that you could have small groups, live stream. You're all talking about a movie or talking about a book club. Book clubs and stuff, I know, use this all the time. Not that I'm in any book club, but if you were in a book club or a small group, you could have all your people talk about what's going on. You could live stream. You could read the book. You could do stuff. Now you would have to have 1,000 people and have to be no longer private, but a public account to broadcast.
see you're talking about this, and the only thing that's going through my head are those uncles and aunts that are always at the quince in the background,
Yeah.
streaming to like 3 members of the family.
Yeah.
Of the whole party. What are they gonna do now?
They're going to have to find a brand new
I
streaming
guess
platform
they're just going to have to take pictures and post it like everybody else.
on Meta's Facebook, but maybe they'll only allow those to go public after you have 1,000 followers on your private
I
Facebook
think we
account.
need to
That's
get rid of social
ridiculous.
media altogether.
All right. Well, Instagram did not clarify why it did this, but it did say that users with below 1,000 followers will not be able to live stream coming soon.
Well,
So.
yeah, okay.
Meta did say the new requirement applies to not just the public, but also private accounts. However, the change has only started to roll out to the private accounts. So it likely means that Instagram is killing the ability to do live streams for up to 3 close friends where you can hang out. And this was a part of their feature platform that launched in 2024 as getting connected with each other. And clearly it lasted a year and a half, and now they're pulling it.
Wow. So maybe Meta, Instagram,
TikTok did it
whoever.
successfully. In
Yeah,
Instagram,
we know they're just copying them, but I think they might be doing.
they want
it
to
the
save
wrong way.
bandwidth. They want to save costs. So it's about the money. Go get those followers. There you go. Well, that ends our
Well,
top technology.
What happens when all those Instagram people go to TikTok?
Well, they're just going to go to a new platform. Well, the small platforms. Instagram is the only platform I know that can keep on screwing itself up, and yet people still go back to use it. I don't get it. I do not get
Hey,
it.
you just described the human condition right there.
Is it? Well,
Yeah,
TikTok
we
really
do that
hasn't
all
changed.
the time.
Okay,
we do
well,
stuff like this all the time.
their platform should die. Meta should lose Instagram. Instagram should go away. Meta should just focus on Facebook, and TikTok and other
That's
services
why.
should.
Have you ever wondered why customer service has been really crappy the last 20 years?
Yeah, because they got rid.
Because they
during
figured-
COVID, customer service went to zero. You would be lucky if you could get a hold of anybody.
That's not it. That's not it.
Oh, okay. What is it?
They
Shut
figured
you
they
down
figured
real
they
quick.
figured out
He was
that
passionate about this.
they figured out that they can just ignore customer service, and they would still have customers
Or you could be like
Because-
T-Mobile,
because that's what we do.
and you go in and you talk to them, and the customer
It's
service rep.
outsourced.
No, the customer service rep says, yes, we can do this. Yes, we can do this. Yes, we can do this. Sign up here on the contract. And then when you sign up on the contract and you actually call back to the customer service, they say, oh, the guy shouldn't have done that. But guess what? Now you're locked into a contract. So guess what? Best of luck for your next 2 years.
Yeah,
T-Mobile's customer service is the worst. All right.
I thought Xfinity's was the worst.
Well,
It's Xfinity's.
Xfinity's is like second worst. And then you need to
No.
have a Xfinity. Well,
I disagree.
Then maybe we
you
should have a
like
debate about
Xfinity's
that.
service?
No. I'm saying Xfinity is the top worst.
The worst.
And
No.
then
See, that's why
T-Mobile.
we got there, because there's very little choices between Xfinity and other services.
Which is,
so
you know,
Xfinity is like, man,
with
we
that
don't
in
care
mind,
about you.
there's very little choices with Instagram and Facebook.
Yep.
You
So
know.
you really Instagram, you don't really have a competitor except
Which
for TikTok.
is interesting because when you look at MySpace died when Facebook was introduced, but the
Hey,
same
MySpace is still alive.
not to the same number.
It's not in the same numbers.
But nobody has been able to like kill off.
Because we
These
all
big
wanted to
ones.
have our own private website. So back before Facebook became
No,
popular, we
no,
had
not
MySpace.
that,
We had
you old man.
MySpace. And MySpace was like our personal Nathan Mumm's MySpace
Yes,
was a personal website.
that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking
Are you
about the fact-
mansplaining right now?
I don't know. What are you trying? What are you trying to tell me?
What I'm trying to say is
Yes.
Facebook came in
Yeah.
and killed MySpace.
Okay.
Instagram came
Video
in.
killed the radio star.
Yes.
Okay.
Instagram came in and didn't really kill Facebook, but it did hurt Facebook for a little bit.
It did.
But
then-
Facebook is still thriving.
And then Facebook bought it.
bought it, and then Facebook
Yeah.
bought Instagram.
But then TikTok is now here and Facebook is still living and well.
Yes, because
Nobody's
there's
been
nobody
able-
else to make a personal web page,
Right.
where you can share photos. I mean,
No, not this. Whatever. I give up.
oh wow,
I'm just crashing
She just,
out.
she
wow,
just, she just
threw something at
you.
us.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's-
Okay, so you're
see,
trying to
that's
say that
because
you
would
think
gender that kind of
MySpace
response.
was killed by Facebook?
Mm,
Okay, but nobody's been able to kill Facebook.
yes, or Instagram. You're saying, like you said it right now, Instagram has had so many issues throughout the years, and they're still one of the biggest platforms to be used, even though they're doing all this BS stuff.
Just kind of like X and Twitter.
Yeah, exactly.
You can't.
Okay.
You could, as much
exactly.
as you want to kill the person that runs X, people still use X, and once they got used to it, they didn't want to go anyplace else. Blue Sky's out there trying to succeed, and nobody goes to it because they all go back to X.
Everybody complains about Netflix, but they're still there.
Yep.
They're still thriving.
Well, that ends our top technology stories. And a positive note.
People.
I'm going to be the positive robot here.
Go
Congratulations.
away.
Thank you very much. That was fantastic. Moving on, we have Gwen Way joining us on our next segment, Gadgets and Gear. Buckle up as we drive 88 miles per hour into our next segment. See you after the commercial break.
Looking for custom glass solutions for your next commercial project? Hartung Glass Industries is your trusted partner in custom glass fabrication. For over 100 years, Hartung has delivered proven manufacturing expertise, comprehensive product offerings, and dependable service and quality. From energy-efficient facades to custom shower doors, we create glass solutions tailored to your project needs. With 8 facilities across the U.S. and Canada, we combine national expertise with a local touch-ensuring faster service and unparalleled customer care. Hartung Glass Industries, where quality meets innovation. Visit hartungglass.com to learn more.
Welcome back to Tech Time with Nathan Mumm. Our weekly show covers the top technology subjects without any political agenda. We verify the facts and do it with a sense of humor in less than 60 minutes, and of course with a little whiskey on the side.
You know what's so great about you, Nathan?
What's that?
You're a human being.
I mean, what does that mean?
No,
Nobody could ever.
He's not a human being. He's a human doing.
No one could ever what?
Nobody could ever. I would never think to talk about it like that.
Oh, okay.
You would never.
know?
You would never get on live.
I would never get
and
on
be
live.
like trying to talk
Yeah,
like some weird
in a
robot guy.
neurotic voice.
That wasn't neurotic. That was just moronic.
No, I
Moronic,
was trying to
not
stay very
neurotic.
neutral, very neutral. Well, today Mark Gregoire, whiskey connoisseur, is in the studio, and he has our monthly tradition. Mark, explain what we do with the whiskeys this month as the top of the month for the listeners.
Well, we are using the 2024 Flavor Whiskey Advent Calendar, 24 remarkable whiskeys used for our year-long blind whiskey competition to see which one Nathan and Mike like best.
Ooh.
So I invite our listeners to come along for the ride once a month while they uncover new tastes and train their senses to become true connoisseurs. Nathan is struggling.
Well, I'll just tell you, I got feedback that Mark was mean to Nathan last week on the show. So I just want to share that feedback.
Nobody was mean to you.
You were commenting on my palate or lack thereof, and people were like, they think my palate is very good. So
How would they know what your palate is like?
Well, because they go with my palate when they buy whiskey from Wines and More.
No, Tracy is wrong.
Okay. All right.
Was it your wife that said that?
No.
We are in round 2, and today is the second battle of round 2. We're going to have 3 in round 2. This is our second, where you will choose a winner to move on to the next round. If they disagree, I will be the deciding vote. Now, today, we are tasting 2 whiskeys with a lot in common, but legally, they are quite different.
Uh-oh.
One is a straight bourbon, which has to be aged at least 2 years and if under 4 stated on the label. Also, it must be from a single state and distillery with no flavoring, finishes, or blending whatsoever. The other is a blend of straight bourbons. Still same age requirements, still same additive free, but because it is a combination of 2 or more straight bourbons, even if they come from the same distillery and state, they must carry blended label by law. It's a great reminder that in whiskey, what goes on the label matters, Nathan, just as much as what goes in the bottle.
Okay,
Let us
young
see if our
Frankenstein.
palates can taste the legal difference. Stay tuned to see which one wins out and advances from this round. So, Nathan, what is all that moaning and groaning
I just
over
have to
there?
say that
He
this,
just-
I'm
He
already
just
done.
became Peter Boyle in
This-
Young Frankenstein.
This is, I don't know which one this is. This may be the blended. This may not be the blended, but this is by far the best.
Oh, he's already
And you've
figured
tasted
out.
the other one already.
I did. I tasted the other one, and then I fully drank the whole glass there.
Yeah, but is he gonna remember that towards the end of the show?
No.
No, I'll
Time
still
will
drink.
tell.
Yeah, absolutely. This is by far the winner right here.
Mm.
There's no ands, ifs, or buts about it. That's the winner.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
You want another little splash?
Absolutely. You have more of that?
Oh, yeah. I have one
Okay.
for
All
you.
right. There you go.
Yeah,
Thank you.
drink up, Buttercup.
All right. There you go.
We have to say some just in case Mike.
Well, I got a
chooses
bunch of
it, too.
family stuff that I'm doing this evening, so you know what? I might as well drink as much as possible.
You need to get lit.
There you go.
There you go.
Don't spill it in my coffee.
Okay. All righty.
All right. Now, don't forget to like and subscribe all there out there. Add a comment. But most importantly, unlike Nathan's doing now, drink responsibly because heaven can wait.
He just slammed it again.
He did.
He just slammed it.
I know that was good. That's so good. Well, with our whiskey tasting completed, let's move on to our feature segment. Today we have Gwen Wade joining the show. She's an expert in cybersecurity during the day and a game board geek in the evenings, as well as a producer of TechTime Radio and our Gadgets and Gear gal. Let's get ready to start our Comcast video stream, the favorite service of Odie, and start our segment, Gadgets and Gear.
What's new in our gadgets and gear?
All right, Gwen, welcome to the show. Tell everybody a little bit about yourself for any new listeners.
Well, I'm somebody who has been in the technology space for about 25 years and focus on cybersecurity, as you said. It's a fun field.
All right, there you go. Okay, well, I'm glad that
Sounds
you're here.
fun.
All right, so now tell us a little bit. Today, we're going to be looking at something that when we have our production show. So for people that have longtime listeners, will know this. For new listeners, so what we do is we do a production show. We do it on an evening. We go through all the stories that we have. We kind of debate. We say this subject works well. This subject doesn't work well. We kind of pitch some of those. Then all of a sudden, Nathan will see something on Feedly, and then he'll put that as another story in there. But regarding our gadgets and gear, this is probably the most polarizing item that you've had on for quite a while. So explain to us what you have and a little bit about this device.
Certainly. So the product that we have right now is actually a combination of 2 products. They're calling it Natura AI. That's Natura space AI. And it is a set of earpods and an OS that allows you to interact as you would with AI just using earpods so that you don't have to be at your computer all the time.
All right. So, tell us how this works. Tell us about where you can find this on Kickstarter.
Certainly.
Continue on.
So you can go to Kickstarter, search for Natura AI, and basically how this works is you've got two little AirPod style things that go in your ears. You wear them throughout the day. If you decide that you want to search for something or need help coming up with words, you tap the pod twice to turn it on, and you ask your question. Now, it does lead to, talking to yourself in public, so that's always fun. But theoretically, they'll be able to actually give you feedback, provide you the answers that you're looking for, or, just kind of help you out, give you advice.
Okay. So now you wear this in your ear, right? So the idea is
it's in both ears. You look like you're one of those morons that walk around with a Bluetooth in their ear and talking to themselves, except you have two.
Well, you do get two of these. Now there are an open.
You look like Lobot from Star Wars. Empire Strikes Back.
There we go.
Okay. Now hang on now. So that it is open ear, so that means you can hear. So it's around the outside of the ear, so it doesn't cover the whole ear. So if me and you are having a conversation, Mike, I can still hear you, but I can then enable my AI and say.
I don't know why you're trying to sell this to me. This is the dumbest thing ever.
No. Well, hang on. You can ask it questions. Now here's the problem that I had, Gwen, and you're gonna have to help me out here because I watched the video at least 6 times. So the poor guy that was trying to do like a TED talk on this video, right? So kind of a bad video, but whatever. He's talking about this. How do you interact with the device if I'm having a conversation with Mike? Do I say, AI, do this? Do I say, AI, do that? How would I interact and say, okay, Mike, we're talking about the Empire State Building, and I want to sound really like a smart aleck that knew everything about it, where I can say, AI, tell me about the Empire State Building. How would I trigger that in our conversations?
You actually tap on the earpiece twice to turn it on.
Okay.
So if you're having the conversation, you can casually
tap.
I heard that the Empire State Building is X feet tall, and then the AI will tell you in your ear that's wrong. It's actually Y feet tall, and you can provide that information to Mike smoothly, theoretically.
Oh, okay. So I'm gonna go around and bang my head on something and then be like the smartest guy in the world because my AI is there telling me.
Well,
but you didn't get to the part where it's about AI people.
Okay,
remember?
so let's talk a little bit about.
Let's talk about this stupid thing.
Let's talk. Well, hang on. So first off, if you buy this device, and there's still early birds available, I looked at this morning. It's interesting though because there's one price for like the $99 price point, right? And then there's like $149 because there is a subscription that you have to get.
No way.
Explain to me about
You don't have to get the subscription.
You do not.
There is a free version, but that does have a pared down number of the benefits of the device.
Okay.
So
and commercials.
The best way is to act exactly.
No commercials. There's no way it's gonna have commercials.
Yeah, that would be awesome. Wouldn't that be awesome? Like, hey, how tall is the Empire State Building? Well, I'll tell you that. Just hang on. We need to talk about build a better life with rice roni or
Better
something.
health. Yeah.
All right. So there is a subscription service, right?
There is a subscription service that gets you access to AI people, which is kind of an interesting tweak on things. It basically creates personalities, if you will, for various things.
So explain
have
that.
The fitness trainer personality, you have a business news personality, and when you ask questions related to those things, those personalities, those AI people, if you will, pop up, and they're the ones that actually provide you with
You know what this is? This is?
What's
this is technological schizophrenia.
How would you say that?
You've got all these voices in your head, right, in your technology that you're interacting with in public. It's exactly the same thing.
So I don't think the AI peoples, because I was looking at the AI peoples, and so what it's trying to do is it's trying to create a customized AI bot for you. It's kind of what they're trying to do. So if you're into fitness, you're going to get the fitness bot. If you're into technology, you get the technology bot. So there's many different versions of this, and you can hop between one. Or if I all of a sudden I feel like I want to be athletic, I can go to the fitness one, and I think then I can switch over to the business one if needed.
I thought it was trying to make a team for you.
Well, it kind of
It
is. Yeah.
is.
It is.
Yes.
Stupid.
A team of people that will help you get the best answers related to your personality.
I will tell
Exactly.
you, if somebody comes up to me and they're wearing these double Bluetooth things in their ear and they're chatting away to themselves and they want to talk to me, I'm going to walk away.
You're not gonna.
No, because they don't need me there.
Oh,
That's the problem here.
They're having their own conversations.
We're going to we're really pushing into Wally, man. We're
okay.
really pushing into Wally, and this is a bad idea.
That's a bad idea.
It's a bad idea.
Well,
I think it's stupid.
I kind of
But
like the idea.
psychologically, it's bad.
Really?
It's a bad idea.
So let's say all of a sudden I just wanted to listen to some history about like baseball, and I'm in a meeting. I got these big, huge things in my ears, and everybody thinks I'm a dork to begin with. I could just listen to all the stuff that's going on
Okay,
and pay
wait.
no attention to what's going on at all.
She described it as AirPods. AirPods are not these big, huge
Did you
things.
see them?
They're
You
a little
remember
bit
those?
bigger. They're a little bigger than
little,
AirPods.
They're the
Little
little Bluetooth.
Yeah, they're a little
Bluetooth
bigger. They're a
things.
little bit bigger than that. All right. So tell me where you can find out. Where can you back this? Where's the company located? How many pledges? Let's get to the Kickstarter
all the
facts.
good numbers and
Yep.
stuff. So you can find this on Kickstarter. Again, look for Natura AI, Natura
No, don't look
space
for it.
AI. There are 720 backers currently. It's going through September 7th, so you still have plenty of time if you want to investigate and figure everything out. They are out of Wilmington, Delaware, so it's another U.S.-based company. And they say they're going to be able to get everything up and running by fourth quarter. So you might
Yeah, sure they
might
will.
be able to get these by Christmas.
Oh, that'd be
Sure
nothing.
they will.
Nothing better than have like 4 sets of these, and we could all be talking in our family, and then
no.
listening to different voices. And
I don't
And
need.
not actually talking to the family because you're talking to the
absolutely,
voices.
Gwen.
Yeah.
You
we
get
have
it.
we'd have enough problems with voices in our head anyway. We don't need other ones.
I don't. Okay. Well, let me ask you the most important question.
You need one that's called Jiminy Cricket. You can-
Jiminy Cricket.
Yeah.
That's my conscience.
yeah, you
That's my
need
guide?
one that tells you when you're doing right or wrong.
Okay. All right.
The AI people for conscience
There you
living
go.
right here. Yeah,
All right,
yeah.
Gwen, are you going to get one of these units?
I'm still contemplating it, but I
Don't
think
do
I
it.
might. It
Don't
could be
do it.
interesting.
See, it's
don't do it.
$149 for the 1-year subscription,
Yep.
right? So I mean,
Holy crap!
that's $149 for the device, plus you get a year subscription of the natural
It's both.
OS
Yeah.
Pro subscription. And I don't know. I'm kind of in. I kind of.
Yeah, you would be.
I kinda
You
think
would
that-
be because you.
Wouldn't this be kind of cool?
No, I don't think it would be cool to walk around with things sticking out of my ear and then talking to 50 different personalities that I've created about
I mean,
everything I wanted.
So
to
you know what I really want?
Half the world
really-
does it already.
That's right.
Yeah, we do it already, and it's obnoxious. I don't know how many times I've been standing in line at a store or something, and somebody's just yakking away.
You know what I want? I want a
That's me,
communicator
Mike.
from Star
Is that
Trek.
you?
You know what?
I totally want to just
Oh, do you get one of these? Huh?
throw things
Maybe?
at you.
Hell no.
Oh no. Okay. No. Okay.
Well, one, my ears are too small for the little earbud things,
Okay.
so it would even stay in.
Okay.
And two, I can't imagine that working every day.
Okay. I just want someone to create the.
Can you imagine everybody walking
badge.
around with this? This is like a science fiction episode,
Yeah.
like Black
is.
Mirror, Black Mirror or
Yeah.
something.
See, that's exactly what
Everybody's
I was thinking
walking
about.
around with these things going. Can you tell me what's going on in Washington today? And you're trying to tell me, and you're like tapping on your head, like okay, let's just.
There's just a lot of people doing this
That's
constantly.
constantly tapping on the side of your ear. But okay, so this is what we need to come up with. Still, we need to come up with the communicator device
Get
from
over
next
it,
from
man.
next generation. Because I don't know how the heck in technology in the future, when I click on that, it comes in crystal clear.
Okay,
crystal clear. The computer always
I
comes
have-
back
I
crystal
have-
clear.
And can
Tell me.
translate.
I
And
have
it
some-
translates and it knows everything I'm trying to say.
I have some bad news for you.
What's that?
It's Hollywood, man.
That's fiction.
What?
That's not a real
in the
thing.
name.
I think that's going to come out.
Yeah, okay.
I think that. I
All
think
right.
we're just a
No,
couple years away from
giving,
that.
They're giving you something to make you look like an idiot.
All right. Okay. Well,
They don't have to work that hard.
Gwen.
Beat me up, Scotty.
All right, Gwen, thank you for coming on the show. It's always a pleasure to have you talk about gadgets and gear. Thank you so much.
You did this on
Thank you for
purpose.
having me.
All right.
This was a purposeful thing.
All right. Well, we want to thank Gwen for being a part of the show. She does a great job finding the most unique items
Gwen.
each month for our show. All right. Now let's move on to Mike's mesmerizing moment.
Welcome to Mike's mesmerizing moment. What does Mike have to say today?
I can't get this out of my craw. Mike, let's talk about story number 1. The free version of streaming. Why do I feel like as a society, we're becoming more accepting of paying monthly subscriptions to watch TVs with commercials? It seems like just in 4 years, we shifted from paying for media, and now we have to tolerate advertisements in what we're
Not
paying
to
for.
be that person.
I think she wants to do this one.
What's
but
that?
you've already asked this before.
Well, I have.
I
This
know.
is in my
Out of all
craw.
the stuff that we, out of
And
all
I
the
can
stuff,
tell you what he's going to say.
What is he going to say?
It's because we are lazy humans and
Okay.
we prefer to pay for the convenience of it, even
That's
if it's just a facade.
this is all. Yeah, this is
Look
all.
at me.
This
There you
is
go.
all.
There you
This
go.
is all behavior modification by the media, by the merchant class, if
Okay.
you will.
Okay.
Right. So here we're going to say, oh, we're going to give you this. They're like drug dealers.
Okay.
Here's a free sample,
All right.
and then you like, hey, I like this, and they say, okay, well, we can't keep giving it to you, so we have to do something to make money, so we're going to put ads in, and you're like, okay, I'll just do that. And next thing you know, they're like, hey, you want to get rid of these ads because we know you hate them, just pay us a monthly subscription service. So we do that.
Okay.
And then it's the same thing later on. They're like,
And then later they
They're
just
like-
add the ads back.
they're like, hey, just throw those ads back in there. We can charge a higher price for no ads. You see what they're doing?
So does it ever come to a point where we stop?
No.
No. So soon
No.
we're going to be paying hundreds of dollars for more and more
okay,
ads
all right.
and
So,
never getting
okay,
any content.
All right, Mr. ShamWow.
Yeah.
Do you remember late night commercials?
I do remember that.
They were so horrible.
infomercials.
Right?
I loved watching infomercials.
They were entertaining, right?
They were.
But they were just the dumbest things ever. They had these people that were having these mock surprises, and it was just crazy. And they would talk
Plus
for hours.
we got more.
Yeah,
and
they would
add this.
and they would
Not
talk
one,
for
but
hours,
two.
right? I used to sit there and wonder, why the heck do these things keep coming on at night? Why are these here?
Yeah.
Because people buy that.
Yep.
People will buy it. So as long as people are doing it, they're going to keep making it happen. So we live in a society where we're not super conscious of what we're doing anymore.
Okay.
And these companies are using psychological techniques in order to keep you buying their product. They're trying to keep you addicted, because if you're addicted,
Yeah.
you're not going to go away.
So they're like crack dealers.
Yeah, it is very, very similar to
Like
the
Breaking
drug
Bad.
deal.
It's just Breaking Bad episodes over and over and over.
That
in
is
life.
why Facebook and Instagram and TikTok are so popular, because they have addictive qualities that nobody's aware of when they start using it, and suddenly you're sitting there for hours on end scrolling through
Dude,
videos.
my wife is doing that now a lot as she gets older. She doom scrolls for like hours.
Yeah, see, that it's an addiction, and the addiction exists because we are medicating something.
Also, you got to remember about the whole keeping up with the Joneses
Yeah.
aspect of it.
FOMO,
Fear of missing out.
fear of missing out.
You know when
Alright.
it's time, you guys?
What is the time?
I think it's called the blue pill.
Is it the blue pill
Is
in
it
the
the blue
Matrix? Or is it the red pill?
Disconnect from everything.
Is it the blue pill? Yeah, the red pill gets you.
The red pill wakes you up.
Yes.
Oh,
The
okay.
blue
Take
pill puts
the-
you back to sleep.
That's right.
Yeah, there we go.
Thank you, Mike, for that mesmerizing.
Yeah, I don't
moment.
think it was that mesmerizing. And out of all the stuff that we had to chat about, this was the worst.
That's why I selected it.
Okay.
All right. Up next, we have This Week in Technology. So now would be a great time to enjoy a little whiskey on the side, as we will be doing so during the break. You're listening to Tech Time Radio with Nathan Mumm. See you in a few minutes.
Hey, Mike.
Yeah, what's up?
Hey, so you know what? We need people to start liking our social media pages.
If you like our show, if you really like us,
That's
we could
what-
use your support on patreon.com.
Or is it Patreon? I think it's Patreon.
Okay, Patreon. If you really like us, you can.
And you say I'm
like
the
us
English
in
guy?
Patreon.com.
I butcher the English language?
You know you butcher the English
Okay,
language
so it's
all the
it's
time.
patreon.com.
Patreon.com. If you really like our show, you can subscribe to Patreon.com and help us out.
Oh, and you can visit us on that Facebook platform. You know, the one that Zuckerberg owns?
The one that we always bag on?
Yeah, you can. We're on Facebook, too.
Yeah, like us on Facebook.
Do you know what our Facebook page is?
TechTime Radio.
At TechTime Radio.
Yeah.
You know what? There's a trend here.
It seems to be that there's a trend, and that's TechTime Radio.
Or you can even Instagram with us.
And that's at TechTime Radio.
That's at TechTime Radio. Or you can find us on TikTok.
And it's TechTime Radio.
It's at TechTime Radio.
Like and subscribe to our social
Like
media.
us today. We need you to like us.
Like us and subscribe. That's it?
That's it. That's that simple.
And now, let's look back at this week in technology.
All right, we're going back to August 7th, 1944. IBM presents Harvard with the Mark I. Now, IBM presents Harvard University with their automatic sequence-controlled calculator, the ASCC, an mechanical computer devised by Howard H. Aiken and built by IBM. Harvard renamed the ASCC to the Harvard Mark I. The Mark I was the first large-scale digital calculator ever built and served to spark the desire for more and better computing machines. One of the first programs to be run on the Mark I was initiated on the 29th of March, 1944 by John Van Neumann. At that time, Neumann was working on the Manhattan Project and needed to determine whether implosion was a viable choice to detonate the atomic bomb. Although not the first working computer, the machine was one of the first to automate and execute complex calculations, making it a significant step forward for computing.
Yeah, now we have AI people talking in our ears.
That was This Week in Technology. If you ever wanted to watch some Tech Time history, with over 260 weekly broadcasts spanning our 5+ years of video podcasts, blog information, you can visit us at techtimeradio.com to watch our older shows. We're going to take a commercial break. When we return, we have Mark's Mumble Whiskey Review. See you after this.
How to See a Man About a Dog. It combines darkly comic short stories, powerful poems, and pulp fiction prose to create a heartbreaking and hilarious journey readers will not soon forget. Read How to See a Man About a Dog, collected writings, for free with Kindle Unlimited. Ebook available on Kindle, print copies available on Amazon the Bookpository, and more.
The segment we've been waiting all week for. Mark's Whiskey Mumble.
All right.
Celebrating today, August 5th. And I sincerely hope we are all celebrating what today is.
Okay.
What are we celebrating today, Mark?
Today is National Underwear Day.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Are you serious? Not even. Nobody wants to know that, Nathan.
Okay, continue on, Mark.
For National Underwear Day, let us briefly tell you why we love underwear.
Okay.
It keeps us from jiggling in public by covering our unmentionables.
What?
Did you know underwear appears in nearly every culture in the world? And for us now, it comes in all colors, sizes, and fabrics. So all salute our underwear today.
Did you have a mother that always said, "Did you have clean underwear on just in case you get into an accident?"
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, it's in the.
And my grandmother always bought me
You never
underwear
heard
for
that?
Christmas.
Well, you're young. That was a big thing. That was a big thing for
In
us
case
when
you had
we
an
were kids.
accident, because if you didn't have underwear on and you had an accident.
If you
it
had
would go
dirty
to-
underwear on, that was the biggest thing for mom to worry about, was that if you were in a car accident and were horribly mangled, that your underwear would have skid marks.
Oh. Okay. I did not know that. All right.
Of course, if you got into a horrible accident, mangled yourself,
You probably would.
You probably wouldn't have to worry about what your underwear looked
That's
like.
right. Okay.
So on National Underwear Day,
Yeah.
it only makes sense.
Mark just continues like nothing happened just now.
We follow it with a tasteful showdown.
Okay.
Barrel found
Okay.
Asian versus chicken cock.
Oh.
Or as we like to call it, found cock.
Okay.
Let us see which one rises to the occasion.
I'm not sure what's happening right now.
Underwear day. And
we're
have-
talking about underwear and chicken cock.
Well, okay.
So the two that we are drinking today, Mike.
Yes.
One of them is the Chicken Cock Kentucky Straight Bourbon. This is from Grain and Barrel Spirits. It's distilled in Bardstown Bourbon Company. It is straight whiskey, non-age stated, and there's nothing on the label. So we've learned earlier today that must be at least 4 years old.
Okay.
It is 90 proof and $60.
All right.
The other one is Barrel Foundation from Barrel Craft Spirits. It's a blend of straight bourbons from Kentucky, Indiana, Tennessee, and Maryland.
Oh.
It is 5 to 9 years old in the blend. It's 100 proof, and it is also $60.
Okay. Oh, so same price points.
Same price point.
That means
That means what?
that means Nathan is going to have a trouble figuring out which one to get.
No. I absolutely knew it from the very first drink right here. This is my winner.
Oh, okay.
All right.
And Mike, is this your order of winner too?
No, actually, that's just how I drank them.
Okay.
Okay. Uh-oh.
Oh, stay tuned.
Okay. If we can't come to a resolution, then Mark's going to get to choose.
I haven't even tasted them yet today because I thought you guys maybe would be deciding on the same one.
Uh-oh. Maybe we're not. Well, you know what? Whiskey and technology are such a great pairing.
Okay.
Like milk.
Like underwear and
Well, no.
accidents?
Like milk and Oreo cookies. You just have to dunk for that much.
You know,
I never
after the talk about underwear, this is not a good place.
Well, I already had it written up. I had no idea Mark
Too
was
bad,
doing
yeah.
underwear stuff.
Well, it was
why
pretty.
not?
I mean, it's pretty
August
good.
5th is National Underwear Day.
I
What
mean,
else
you
would
got-
I do?
So I mean,
You got-
so does that
you
mean
got-
I'm not celebrating it?
You're definitely celebrating.
Yeah, nobody wants to know about your personal
Otherwise,
hygiene
Mike's got
habits.
to go a little closer to you.
All right. Okay.
Yeah, no, I'm moving away from it.
All right.
I'm putting
okay.
social distancing.
All right. Well, let's prepare now for our technology fail of the week, kind of like your underwear in an accident.
Congratulations. You're a failure.
Oh, I failed. Did I?
Yes.
Did I?
Yes.
All right. Our technology fail comes to us from Amazon. Amazon's CEO, Andy Jassy,
Because they're
says,
getting rid of Freebie?
that'd be many
Was
of
that
the
a technology
different things. No, this has to do with their company's new AI-powered digital assistant, the Alexa Plus.
Oh, no.
Plus. So it was Alexa.
Another plus.
Now it's Alexa Plus. He said during Amazon's second quarter earnings call last week, people are excited about the devices that they can buy from us that have Alexa Plus enabled. Too bad 90% of it doesn't work yet, but people do a lot of shopping with Alexa Plus. So their programming is so far behind on their AI that they have not gotten all the features that they promised to even have for this device. But good old CEO's out there saying this is the best thing since sliced bread. Now he's delighted to give the shopping experience is going to be better. He says on this, think over time that you'll have opportunities as people engage more and more with conversations on Alexa Plus. It will start advertising and play a role to help people find, discover, and drive new revenue for Amazon, the company. So the more you talk to this device, the more it's going to know what you like. So then in the middle of your sentence,
It's going to be like the Truman Show.
well, it's gonna be like Wife 101. This is what it's got to be. You're gonna have a conversation, and all of a sudden it'll interrupt and say, "We need to go buy this," and I'll be like, "What the heck are you talking about?"
Interrupting sounds more like Man 101.
Or Man 101. Okay, remember Man 101. Whichever way you want to say it in any conversation.
You're going to get in trouble.
Who, me?
Yeah, you are.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I should
You
have
just,
said Wife.
you just
101.
said something bad.
All right, Alexa Plus is Amazon's answer to the generative AI voice assistant. It's going to compete with OpenAI, not really. Google, nope, or Perplexity, none of those do they have to worry about this device that Amazon is rolling out. But Amazon is making it free for Prime customers who pay $14.99 a month. So if you're just a Prime customer and you get shipping,
so I have that?
that means you will get that. But if you wanted to upgrade, you could add a $20 a month subscription tier for Alexa Plus to have it on its own. So you could pay to have an AI suggest to buy you stuff for $20 a month if you don't have a Prime subscription.
You know what? My Alexa already does this.
It does
My
too.
Alexa just comes on in the middle of nowhere and says, "Hey, I was looking on Amazon and I found something you might like."
Like batteries, or your battery on this is low, so you should probably replace it with these Duracell batteries. And then if you have it on pause, then it does videos now on the screen. You notice that? The videos that I have up there?
I don't have one of those. So who's this guy, Jassy?
Yeah, he's the
Okay,
CEO.
Jassy.
Yes.
Shut the F up.
Okay. Well, up until now, the ads only appeared in Alexa in limited ways, but users this is what they say. Amazon thinks users want to see more ads.
No, we don't. We don't want to see more ads.
Who the
The
heck
last thing I
surveyed
want,
that?
the last thing I want to do is have ask Alexa a question and have her follow up with some sort of ad for some tchotchke that I don't want or need. Every time she comes on to suggest something, I tell her to shut up because I don't want it.
Well, Jassy said,
I'm
you know
telling
what?
Jassy, shut up.
Jassy says that they are going to continue to work out bugs because right now the Alexa Plus has hallucinations and will suggest things that don't even make sense. So you could be like, let's say you're a person that doesn't wear underwear, and all of a sudden it comes up and pops up and says,
I think you
an
might
underwear
need to talk
ad,
to your therapist about that, buddy.
an underwear ad, and you'd be like, what the heck? This is not even what anything I would do.
Okay, so Nathan, that sounds to me like something that you need.
I need an Alexa Plus.
You need Alexa telling you to get underwear. Okay, so if that's your example, it was a bad example.
That was the only one that could
So
pop
the
into my
segment is
mind.
brought to you by Hanes, America's Choice for Underwear.
Thanks, man.
On sale now.
I don't know.
That's
who
going to be
this-
my ear. I'm going to double tap that, and that's the first thing that's going to come
That's
on up
right.
in my AI in my ear from Gwen. Now, Jassy seems enthusiastic about
an
making advertising a large part of Amazon business. Amazon advertising revenue went up 22% in the second quarter compared to the same period last year. So he's all in and providing you more ads to sell more items on Amazon.
Unfortunately, it's because they work, not because people want them.
I
They
think Stephen Colbert should tell him what to do.
What would Stephen Colbert say?
You don't know what the whole Stephen Colbert controversy is.
No, explain that to me, Mike.
This better off air.
Okay. Okay. All right.
He should tell Jassy what he should do with himself.
Okay. Well, you know what? We're going to head now. Are we going to go to... No, we're not going to go to commercial. We're going to go right now to the Nathan Nugget. Let's go to the Nathan Nugget. No? Well, I didn't do a Nathan Nugget last week. Come on, Nathan Nugget this
Better
week.
watch out or you're going to find a pin flying your way.
All right, come on. Hit Nathan Nugget, Owie. Go.
This is your nugget of the week.
Thank you. All right, we have Windows 11's rolling out 14 new features that I couldn't get to last week, so I got them on this week. Now,
do we have time for this?
Yes, Windows 11 Copilot Vision, AI-powered Vision mode in Copilot scans your desktop and even opens
This is
Windows.
the most irritating thing ever.
Yes.
All right, I had a Word document open, and my Copilot kept trying to
rewrite it.
Take my
Yes.
I'm like, get off this.
Okay, so
that's making my stuff better.
Windows 11. These are new features.
I'm just getting too old.
AI settings agent, natural language assistant inside the settings. You can now say stuff like connect Bluetooth or make cursor larger, and Copilot will automatically take over and make your cursor larger. So when you were writing that, you should have asked for a larger cursor.
Or Copilot make Nathan wear underwear. Is that?
Or it relights in photos. Now there's 3 virtual settings for cinematic glow, studio portrait, and you can adjust your photos. Now, this has been going on with filters for the last 20 years, but now you can do it in Windows. So congratulations, Windows.
Yay.
You're coming up to the
go
plate
right
there.
home. I'm going to go right home and start using all these features that
Object
you're talking
Select
about.
and Paint, AI-based tool to identify and isolate background objects and sticker generator in Paint. Now, there's been other applications that done all this. Color Picker, Quick Machine Recovery, Black Screen of Death we talked about, Reading Coach, Copilot during Word. Mike's favorite thing, you can draft documents directly by hitting Copilot to do the work. And many other items, including you can now do your team meetings in your BMW cars. If you pull over to the side of the road and you want to have a Teams meeting, you could actually still stay on your Teams meeting in your car itself.
That makes me feel so productive right now.
All right, there you go. Okay, now let's head to our.
Care. Go ahead, Odie. I see it. I see you playing with that board over there.
All right, let's now move to our pick of the day whiskey tastings.
And now our pick of the day for our whiskey tastings. Let's see what bubbles to the top.
Ooh, that music just wakes me up.
All right, there you go. Did you like all the features? The Windows.
The coffee
11
wakes me up.
All right, here we go. This is my fave. This is
all right. You are the
absolutely-
Glen Karen.
That is not. It's not the chicken cock. That has to be the blended because I'm a blended type of guy.
That's not the blended.
I think so. Yeah.
Mike, which one did you choose?
I'm going to go with the chicken cock.
Which is in which glass?
It's got to be this one.
Oh wow. Oh
no.
Mike just disappeared.
Well, you both were correct in what was in your glasses.
Okay,
So
really?
The beer glass was the chicken cock,
Okay.
and the Glencairn was the barrel foundation.
They were both very good.
They were.
But
I do agree. I tried them both while
but
you
I
guys
think-
were talking, and I did enjoy them both.
Which is your favorite?
I think this one was a little bit more robust than this one.
I thought this had a
That's
smoother
what I
flavor.
got to, Mike, and I was going to go, because I've always chosen with Mike so far. However,
Yeah.
I was just thinking long term, if it's both on my shelf, what am I going to continually reach for? And it would be the barrel foundation.
Oh, look at that. Winner, chicken dinner. Had to get a chicken dinner.
Winner, chicken cock dinner.
Okay, all right. Well, you know what? We're about out of time. We know what? We want to thank our listeners.
We're about out of
joining our,
some other things too.
joining our program. Listeners, we want to hear from you. Just visit techtimeradio.com, click on the Be a Caller, and ask a question on technology in our talkback recording system. You can
Where are
always
the
stay
looms?
connected by visiting
Coming
us
to you
at
soon on
TechTime.
sale.
What's that?
I'm interrupting with a commercial.
Oh, he's doing Alexa stuff.
You're doing Alexa stuff.
Alexa Plus, Jassy. Look, he's doing it, and we hate it.
I'm tapping my ear. Nothing's going away. It still keeps on saying the same thing. Remember, the science of tomorrow starts with the technology of today. We'll see you guys next week.
Later.
Bye-bye.
Thanks for joining us on TechTime Radio. We hope that you had a chance to have that moment today in technology. The fun doesn't stop there. We recommend that you go to techtimeradio.com and join our fan list for the most important aspect of staying connected and winning some really great monthly prizes. We also have a few other ways to stay connected, including subscribing to our podcast on any podcast service, from Apple to Google and everything in between. We're also on YouTube, so check us out on youtube.com/techtimeradio, all one word. We hope you enjoyed the show as much as we did making it for you. From all of us at TechTime Radio, remember, Mumm's the word. Have a safe and fantastic week.